What is love? A lot of people don't know the true definition of love. But allow me to introduce to you a man who I believe gave a perfect definition of love. Thich Nhat Hanh, a Buddhist and prolific writer. He said, understanding is love. Oh, if understanding is love, then why do people find it so difficult to understand their relationship, or they find it so difficult to understand the person they love? Maybe it is time for you to let go of your relationship. I understand perfectly that this is going to hurt you, but sometimes it is better for you to let go for a good reason than to hold so tight to your relationship for no reason. But wait a minute. Before you let go of your relationship, you might want to consider these 12 signs I believe is a red flag in any relationship. What's up, everybody? And welcome to Go Beast. Let's start with the first one. Your relationship makes you worried or unhappy. Love is supposed to make you happy and not the other way around. Okay, let me ask you a question. How often does your relationship make you unhappy? If the reason why you're always getting worried, depressed, or unhappy is because of your relationship, then that is a good sign you are in a toxic relationship. You don't deserve to cry, be unhappy, get depressed, or sad because of love. The second one is lack of sense of humor. If there is no sense of humor in your relationship is going to be boring. Come on, relationship has to be fun, filled with a lot of jokes, play, and mutual interest. You don't want to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't find your passion interesting. If you love a cat or dog or any pets, then your pets now should also find interest in those things, or at least not condemn your interest. I know vividly that sometimes there are always differences in terms of opinion, passion, interest. I understand. But nevertheless, that doesn't mean you should not prioritize each other's interest or passion. If your relationship is too boring, it is also going to get frustrating. And that is the big red sign, is a toxic relationship. The third sign you might want to consider as a red flag is lack of freedom. Love is not supposed to be a bondage. There's always room for freedom. If your partner wants you to do something that is against your will, there should be room for you to say no in your relationship. Respect does not exist in any relationship if you don't value each other's opinion. The fourth reason you might want to consider as a red flag is you and your partner always find fault in each other. Love is understanding. Understanding is love. Understanding that your partner is going to do something or say something sometimes that you don't like. The question you need to ask yourself is, how easy can you let go of those things and not even talk about it? I know how volatile communication can be in any relationship, and why you need to tell your partner if they are doing something that is hurting you, but sometimes you need to understand that we are all humans and making a mistake is normal. Another good reason why you should consider letting go of your relationship is holding on to your ex. I know this may sound a little bit critical, but this is something that is common for a lot of people. Just because your previous relationship hurt you so much does not mean you should find it so difficult to forget the past. and often treat your new partner in respect to your past or previous relationship. You need to understand that this is your present and everyone is different. Treating each other in your relationship based on your past is a big red flag in any relationship. Another big red flag, and this one is very vital, is there is a reason for love in your relationship. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube about gold diggers, and I ask myself, how easy does it take someone who claim that they have a boyfriend or in a relationship with someone just to let go because of materialistic stuff? If your partner love you or you love your partner for a reason, let me ask you a question. What happens if that reason is no more? Oh, the answer is very simple. They are definitely going to leave you. Love exists with no reason. Another good reason why you may want to consider leaving your relationship is lack of trust. Relationship is built on trust. There's no love without trust. Lack of trust is going to jeopardize any relationship. If you're in a relationship where your partner finds it so difficult to trust you, or they often believe you're cheating on them, then that is a red flag, is a toxic relationship. You see, lack of trust is going to cause constant conflict and arguments in any relationship. Another good reason why you might want to let go is emotional distance. If you or your partner find it so enjoyable being alone rather than being close to each other, then there is a problem. The bond in a relationship has to be so close to the extent that you can't imagine not seeing or being with your partner for several hours. Good relationship means that you adore every single moment that you spend with your partner. If you're in a relationship where you or your partner feel like a burden to each other, and that is a good sign you need to let go of that relationship. Another good reason you might want to consider is lack of communication. Communication is vital in any relationship. There's no love without understanding, and there's no understanding without communication. Communication is important in solving conflict or misunderstanding in any relationship. Another good reason why you might want to consider is cheating or betrayal. Cheating in any relationship is highly prohibited. Cheating is going to crumble your relationship and often damage the foundation and trust, making it so difficult for you to rebuild again. Another good reason you might want to consider is an abusive relationship. Emotional, physical, psychological, or mental abuse, or any form of abuse can destroy your relationship. There's no point in being with someone who does not value or respect your opinion. If you're in a relationship with someone with any form of abuse, then you should consider calling that relationship a quit, because there is no future in an abusive relationship. The last good reason why you may want to consider leaving a relationship is when you've tried everything in your power to make the relationship work. If you've tried everything in your power to keep your relationship, but nothing is happening for you, then you might want to consider leaving such a relationship, because there's no good in holding on to a toxic relationship. You just have to let go for your own good. If you enjoyed this video so far, you might want to consider liking this video. That is going to mean a lot to me. If this is your first time on my channel, endeavor to subscribe because I talk about how to live a productive and fulfilled life. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.